Sorry for everybody out there who likes my Mountain Dew reviews, because that's what I had planned on going up today. You'll see that tomorrow now. I had to change plans. It's rant time instead. Because I just watched shit on a football field, better known as the Detroit Lions season opener. Where do I even begin? The preseason hype was crazy. Everybody's picking Lions to the Super Bowl. Lions Super Bowl. Lions this year. Finally gonna do it. Lions are gonna win. Everybody's gonna do this. And they got their entire defense back, mostly. We'll get to that. They had a couple guys that are still out. Traded a couple guys, got some new guys in, whatnot. We got Aiden Hutchinson back. That was a big part. Loaded up. They roll into Green Bay week one. They got, Green Bay's got Micah Parsons, big trade. This is going to be a big matchup, contenders. Well, only one team showed up to the fight, and that team was not the Lions. Let's start with the defense. Because they started on defense. We have Carlton Davis, Brian Branch, Terrion Arnold, and so many more in the secondary. And yet it looks like fucking Swiss cheese out there. I mean, these guys for the Packers are wide fucking open. Romeo Doubs is catching a 5-yard pass like he just won the Super Bowl. So what do you reward him with? You just leave him wide open, touchdown, next play. What the fuck are we doing, guys? I mean, Jaden Reed, wide open. You leave their tight end wide open. The fuck are we doing? You guys know better than this. You guys were playing better pass coverage last season when we were on our fourth stringers off the street. They literally just walked over to Motor City Casino and said, all right, anybody over here physically competent enough and wants to play football for a few games, come on down to our practice facility. They were better than your asses were today. You say, oh, Jordan Love, great cornerback. Jordan Love's going to turn the corner. Jordan Love playing the year Canada. Bullshit. What makes you think that? Because he's hitting wide open targets in the middle of the field? No. He ain't fucking doing nothing. Alright? Neither are any of these players. When you get up against a good defense, not the Lions, fuck, even the fucking Vikings probably play better defense than this shit. And let's talk about that vaunted front seven of the Lions. Whoa, vaunted front seven. Yeah, vaunted front up my asshole is what it was. Aiden Hutchinson. I get you're coming back from injury and you might be a little bit sluggish. Where the fuck were you today? Where the fuck were you doing? He's out here. We have a great idea of sending him, dropping him back into fucking coverage. On 34. What the fuck are we doing? 34, we're dropping Aiden Hutchinson back into coverage? That's not what he plays. That's what he does. There's absolutely no pressure at all. You got all these guys back from injury and no pressure. Man, it would have been very nice if we had a guy on our team named, I don't know, fucking Darius Smith, who can get pressure. But no, we let him walk. We let him go to the fucking... I don't even know where the fuck he went. Did he go to the fucking Patriots or the Eagles or some shit? We let him walk. Oh, so we could sign Jameson Williams. Say fucking Jameson Williams, a 3-year, $83 million extension, just so that he can do one end-around play and make like 2 other catches for a total of 2 yards. And then fight people. That's all he fucking did today. Great job earning that fucking paycheck. What are we now? Did Chris Ilitch hold Brad Holmes hostage and say, okay, we're going to be cheap here? This is what I'm doing with my Tigers team, just being cheap? Let's talk about the offense now. Because I really don't know who is more disappointing. I mean, at least the defense kind of locked down in the second half. I say kinda. But where the fuck was the offense? All right, talk about the offensive line. I know we got three new guys on that vaunted offensive line, but still, I mean, you guys practiced together, right? Just did some preseason action, right? I mean, there was no protection. The running game went nowhere. But it's not like we tried. Instead, all our fucking, maybe, our coaches and coordinators be like, we've got 3 Pro Bowl wide receivers and a Pro Bowl tight end and a rookie that is just can make all world plays, and he showed himself in the preseason that he can make all world plays, and he is just begging for the fucking ball, begging for it. But nope. All of our play calls are going to be fucking handing it off to Jahmyr Gibbs on a check down or handing it straight up the middle for a net gain of 2 yards, sometimes losing yards. Or having Jared Goff stand in the fucking pocket and be more immobile than a fucking guy on my 600-pound life. Because he is like the most immobile person on the planet somehow. So we just watch him stand in the pocket and do nothing because he needs a Walmart mobility scooter to move across, get out of the pocket. And he trips over his own fucking lineman and falls down. Or he throws it way over a guy's head into the stands, or he throws a pick, or he throws a fucking incomplete pass because he threw into double coverage. I mean, who's Amon-Ra St. Brown? Who's fucking all the other guys? They're barely used. And the few times that they actually threw it down the field, the few times that they actually went deep, the few times that they tried to do something that they could do with their offense, you know what happened? They got the big plays. And then they would just go back to force feeding Jahmyr Gibbs up the middle again. That's not his play. That's David Montgomery's play. But you have David Montgomery sitting on the fucking sideline most of the game. You have a concussion again? Yeah, it's like one of those every 2 weeks, it seems like. Everybody talks about Tua Tagovailoa. How about David Concussion Man? But no, stories about how, Micah Parsons just absolutely dominates Lions. Micah Parsons was in for less than 10 total snaps. And you still got that amount of pressure on your asses. And this is not necessarily on the players, except maybe Goff. But it's on play calling by our coordinators. We got new coordinators this year. How much of an embarrassment there is for their first game? I mean, they show the defensive coordinator. And I just, at least with Aaron Glenn, he would try and make changes. He'd try and make updates. This guy just said, fuck it. We're balling. As Green Bay scores a 75-yard drive in 2 fucking plays. And they didn't even bother to show the offensive coordinator, except for 2 times, and he's sitting up in a suite, probably down in some fucking nachos and Miller Lights, while Jared Goff's getting sacked in the pocket for the 8th time. And Amon-Ra St. Brown's over there figuring out what rant he's going to do on his podcast because he gets 2 targets all game. Thank God they actually found the end zone one time and it was for the rookie. Great job for the rookie. That was the only good thing on this team the whole day. The rookie's first career touchdown. Good thing it was in garbage time when the Packers were playing their backups. Still great confidence in your team, guys. You know the worst part about this game, though? It wasn't the fact that we got our ass beat. It wasn't the fact that it's obvious that the Lions have severely regressed and probably won't make the postseason and are probably going to go into tank formation now again. Their Super Bowl window slammed shut after only 3 seasons. But you know the worst part about this game? Tony Romo. Fucking asshole this guy is. I have a top 3 worst commentators in sports for me. It's Chris Collinsworth, Jeff Burton, and this guy. I fucking hate Tony Romo. He is awful. he just spends the entire fucking broadcast saying, "Oh, I would have done this. Oh, I would have done this sooner. Oh, I would have done this instead of this. Oh, this is not the right play. Oh, 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 oh." It's Patrick Mahomes for you. Or Dak Prescott, more likely. If you know so much about the game, Tony, you know so much about what the Lions need to do, get a headset on, get your ass down on the sideline, and get the fucking work. Could use you. But you think you're so high and mighty. You think you're just so high and fucking mighty because you won one playoff game. You're in the Hall of Fame only because your grandfathered in by being a Dallas Cowboys QB. You got one fucking playoff win your entire career, and it was against the Lions, so it's not even a real playoff win. And you want to be credited as a high-stakes guy? I don't give a shit if you played for the Cowboys or not. They're going to put fucking Dak Prescott in the Hall of Fame for being a Cowboys player. You think he deserves that? No. He still won more playoff games than your ass did, though. God damn it. So I guess we'll see what happens. I mean, it wasn't as great of a debut for Aaron Glenn either, as he had Aaron Rodgers turning the clock back on his career 10 years and just carving up his former team's defense. Great job there, supposed defensive coordinator guru. We'll see how Ben Johnson does tonight. Yes, the Bears, the Bears. I hope he sucks ass. And everybody's like, "Oh, Packers Super Bowl contenders. Packers gonna win it all. Packers Super Bowl." No, they're fucking not. They're grandfathered into the playoffs. They're going to get their ass beat in the wild card round again when they play a competent team. I don't even know what to fix. Like, I hope the coordinators took notes, and I hope Dan Campbell puts a piece of word and effort in his fucking team. Because they need it. Their schedule doesn't get any easier. They get that so-called Ben Johnson next week. Then they got the Bengals coming up. They got the Chiefs. They got to play the Packers on Thanksgiving. That'll be a loss. They never beat the Packers on Thanksgiving. So why do they schedule? Who the fuck does that? Fox? Fox does, probably. Or whoever the fuck they're going to get on. Yeah, they get Fox this year for Thanksgiving. That's why. That's great. It's great to know that the Lions are no longer contenders and we're back to 50 years of futility. At least the Tigers are good, even though they just lost a series to the White Sox. But hey, we got the Pistons coming up. We won't talk about the Red Wings. MSU football won this weekend. Yay. Great. Fuck, pack, fuck.